では続きを始めていきましょう。今日はオーダーの暗殺、ストーリーミッションをやっていこうかと思います。ストーリー絡みだね。で、レダチェスターシャイアの首都かな、レダチェスターにの市場、マーケットプレイス市場にいるって言ってたからね。サクッと暗殺しちゃおうかなと。ターゲットをマークしよう。これで地図に現れるかな？現れない。とりあえず解放しとこうか。あんまり速く走ったりすると不審人物と思われちゃうからね。
You there! Always the same, isn't it? March here, march there, win some at bones. You'll see the local woman crawl back into the mud.
Where's the lad?
Why the hood, stranger?
Must be tower duty.
Stop!
マレーって言ってたな。
Where's this?
距離が遠いぞ。
I should be cautious around here.
あれ、なんか見つかった？登れ。これが首都か。いい街並みだな。マークしたっけ？マークしてるよな。あ、マークできてなかった。はい、そこにいるってなってるな。あ、こっから殺せる。こっから殺せるけど、それじゃあ芸がないか。誰も見てないな。
This place is heavily guarded.
地表的に近づいていこう。走ると不審人物に、あ、来た。
Hey, I want to talk to you.
Rob by English. Was a wreck, This bail.
You're mine.
Min we unlock the middle of the stay. Min we in.
ちょっといえ、私は待ち人です。ここに入りたかったんだよな。
One bishop, one. Would help us. Iran
Y ボタンを押せば混ざることができると。はい、待ち人に混ざりました。暗殺。ブシュブシュブシュ。
My battle kennings have worn thin. I am no longer the reed among shields, the glimmer blood, the hallowed skull crack,
The scourge of Swan Roads.
the iron throng, the lender of silver gelds. I only wish to be a freebooter. Someone who writes their own destiny.
Be glad you head to Valhalla with a poem on your lips.
お前の唇のポエムでバルハラに行けと。なんかそんな感じだったな。やたらと難しい英語使ってんな。サク。私ではありません。ただそこに人がいたから。ではこれで3人目のオーダーをやっちゃったね。この辺はまだわかんないけど、徐々にまたやっていきましょう。で、欲しかったスキル、暗殺。チェーンアサシネーションが使えるようになった。これは暗殺が成功した後に、近くに2人目がいた時は勝手に物投げて殺してくれるってやつだね。ありがとう。ではではメインを進めていきましょう。ここで誰だっけ、ババじゃない、ウバだ。ババではない、ウバが待ってる。斧と槍、そういえば剣持ってたな。持ち帰るのってどうすんだっけ。こうか。右手に剣、左手に斧でいこう。上はどこにいる。あそこか。
Sail southeast. Bring the men to the gates of Tamworth. We'll flood the fields, and Mordred shall weep at the sight of what the future holds for this kingdom.
王国を手に入れるために南へ船に乗って進行しろと。あれ、話せない。あ、ってこと。
Eivor, is your axe sharpened?
お前の斧は磨いてきたか。
I'm ready for the spear din.
準備はバッチリだぜ。
Thunder of shields, yes. It's good to have you with us.
To fight beside such legends is an honor. I've only heard tales of your conquests. Now I get to live them.
We'll weave our sagas together, thread upon thread.
Come on, boy. We'll forge a man from your softness, hammered on the anvil of
One does
war.
not need to fight to be
Move! Move!
Calm, Ivar. The fight's not here.
Aye. The fight is nowhere to be found in this boy.
A boy who happens to be Ceolwulf's son. Why is he not in his quarters?
Our future king wants a battle-hardened heir. Time he proves his worth, don't you think?
チェオウルフ王様の息子なんだ。未来の王様だね。俺たちのサーガをおろうぜ、語ろうぜって言ってたね。どうだろう。チェオルフの息子をついて行かせるか。それは悪い考えだ。その坊やは本当に戦えんのかい。もうすでに成功について心配している。本当に戦えんのかいな。
Can't be an heir if he's dead, Ivar. Can he wield a sword?
I've had some training. I don't want to kill anyone. These men are my friends. My countrymen.
Relax, little king. They won't call you friend now. You can thank your father for that.
Ivar!
He comes with us. And should anything happen to this little sprout, I will bear the punishment our future king inflicts.
He'll want to remove your head.
Haha, you hear that, boy? You die, and I'll have to kill your father, too.
Mount up, Eivor. It's a long ride to Tamworth.
スニークぞ。馬に乗れ。
You'll have to endure my brother. He always finds new ways to humor himself.
I'll keep that in mind.
And both eyes open.
You smell that, Jailbird? The stink of jealousy, of our budding friendship, I think.
なるほどね。あの王様の息子、チェオルフの息子
What
は
is Ceolwulf's son doing in Repton at all?
It's Ceolwulf's way of proving his loyalty. And there's no safer place for a traitor and his son in the middle of a pack of Danes.
Say from who? You and Ivar seem to have brought this Shire to hell.
Fears are with us, the common folk. But Burgred still has his soldiers all over Mercia. They're devoted to him, and they'll die defending him.
チェオウルフの息子はまだ喋るのかい。
You sound different than the brothers.
Good ear, Lord. Most in England cannot tell the difference. But not all Danes are Danes.
From where do you come, if I may ask?
North of the Danelands, a place called Funberg in Norway.
I didn't know there was land north of there. What are the people like?
You ever see a herd of sheep follow each other off the edge of a cliff? They're like that. The ones who remained, anyway.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Was it a mass exodus from Norway, then?
It was. Norway is now the province of a young king, Harald by name. A boy wise beyond his years.
Are you not angry that he has displaced you and so many others?
I was, for a time. But our weeks at sea have softened my brow fire. If I am honest, I realize I quite admire King Harald. By words and by weapons both. He has pacified the country I call home. For the first time in any man's memory, or any skald's song, Norway has one king. Just one. And that is quite a feat.
That is impressive, truly. England is half the size of Norway, and yet we have 4 kings for our 4 kingdoms.
You see? How could I not be impressed? No, Harold is a good man with grand ideas. I can see that now.
I am only 6 years his junior and have yet to see my first battle. I cannot imagine the skill and cunning he has.
Your first battle is coming, young Chilbert. From this day on, you may see rapid progress.
I'm not sure I want so swift a rise.
終わったか。
In truth, Chilbert, it is my father who bears the heaviest weight of my anger, not King Harold. My father gifted my birthright to Harold without my consent or knowledge, as easily as if he might hand over a barrel of meat. It was not merely a deception, it was a betrayal of trust, the prick of which still stings me.
Be it a blessing or a curse, family is always first.
A good line, boy. Were you not an Atheling, I would hire you as my skald.
Skald? It sounds something like Scott, our court poets. Is that what you mean?
Right again.
Fascinating. The harmony between our words and yours is quite something, as if we were distant cousins, separated by an ocean of time as well as space.
I like the thought of that. I do.
終わった。終わったから全部は訳せないけど、チェオウルフの王様の息子はみんな友達だと。ここにいる人たちはみんな友達だ。だから殺すことはできない。そこにイバールが誰もお前を友達とは思っていないと。お前の父親もそうだと。誰にも友達だとは思われていないと。そういうことだね。で、なんかエイボルにはお前はどこの生まれだと。フォンバーグ、ノルウェーのフォンバーグから来た。フォンバーグには王様は一人だけど、イングランドには4人もいるとか、そういうことだね。で、ノルウェーの王様、ハロルドはいい王様だな、みたいな。で、シグルドとチェオルフの息子が話してた感じだね。なんか雇ってやるよみたいな、スカルドとして。スカルドなんかスコープのようだなみたいな。何にせよこのチェオルフの息子は戦争には合わないね。戦争するには優しすぎる。そう、あとイバールがもしチェオルフの息子を死なせることになったら頭が飛ばされるだろうなみたいな軽口を叩いてた。だいたい大まかな流れとしてはそんな感じかな。あとなんか言ってたけどね、さすがにそこまで記憶しておくのが難しいな、あれだけ長いと。自分で把握する分にはだいたい分かってるけどね。おっと、弓矢が暗殺用になってる。近距離用に変えとこう。そう、行くぞみんな。
This area is
Look at these pagan
ブルグレット
rats.
王様だ。
Ravenous, unseemly
異教徒どもめ。
beasts teeming over holy ground.
Have a care, Lord. These pagan rats outnumber us.
I can see that, fool. What do we do about them?
I advise we strongly consider their demands, Lord. We won't survive a fight.
Is that you, Leofrid? How quickly you recover! I'm beginning to wonder if it is a man or a god beneath all that armor.
A man of God stands before you, Eva. Proud and resolute.
That's Burgred's war thane. Killed a dozen of our men in an ambush along the River Trent. It was Ivar's ex that stopped him.
That is a poor description of a perfect 30-yard toss.
Enough jawing, heathens! Speak your piece!
We've come for your crown, Lord.
With or without your head attached.
Ha, I admire your ambition, pagan. But what you ask is impossible. No Dane ever has or ever will occupy Mercia's sacred throne.
この息音ともめか。お前の王冠、イバールがお前の王冠を下ろせと。お前の頭なしね。王冠だけを下ろせと。んなことするかって感じで言ってるわけだね。で、北欧人はここを支配するのかみたいなことを聞いてんのか。私たちはチェオールフを抱いているのは良いことだと。誰が私たちを止められるものか。
The Ragnarsons are the least of your worries, Burgred. The Raven clan now sits upon your southern border.
And who might you be?
Eivor of the Raven clan, here with Sigurd Jarl. We are friends to these men, and foes to you.
Well, you've chosen your friends poorly. Now that's to be expected of a low-born Dane.
My king, may I suggest a more measured approach to this?
I grow weary of this palaver. You have trampled our lands, toppled our monuments. We've given you silver, fed your people. And yet in spite of all this, your encroachment on my kingdom continues. No more! We will die defending what is ours, whatsoever the cost. If you want my crown, Uber Ragnarsson, you must pry it from the hands of my bloodless corpse. Man the walls!
Back to the camp. Round up the men. We're taking Tamworth tonight.
そう取るぜ。キャンプに戻ろう。
Tell the captain we're ready to march. Ivar and I will round up the men. You know your way around a batsman ramp.
I've seen them in action.
I want you at the helm of ours. Strong and agile.
I'll be there.
As will I.
指揮官に話しかけろと。もし攻めるつもりなら、誰かに見られてる。横にいたチェオルフじゃないや。バルグリッドの横にいたレオフリスっていうのは止めようとしてたんだね。話し合うように提案をしていたけど、王様はそれにブチ切れて、お前らみたいなやつに誰が下るかと。来るなら来いやーってことだな。しょうがないね。キャンプか。レーションはフル。
How about a round of dice?
お、ダイス勝負か。ダイス勝負やりたいところだけど、これあれかな、戦争が終わってもダイス勝負できんのかな。消えちゃわないかな。一応セーブしとこう。
Eivor. First one to Borgred gets to string him up by his dangly man-wattle, then jab him in his fat head.
Let's get through these walls first, Ivar.
彼のブクブクとった頭にジャブを食らわせてやる。
Let's make short work of this, Eivor. England is a big place.
イングランドはでかい場所だぜ。始めようやってことね。
Lord, light my way.
王様はなんとかって言ってた。見逃した。この人がキャプテンだね、指揮官。
Rest from rattling skulls. Rattle these bones instead, eh?
I'm eager to see you fight, Eivor. Show us old wolves a thing or two.
戦うのを見れるのは嬉しいぜと。ウルフさんよ。さてどうするか。
Looking for a worthy challenger.
ちょっと時間かかりそうだから一旦ここで切ってからこれやっとこうかな。切ってこれやって、で次回は占領戦といこうかと思います。嵐の前の静けさ。とりあえず今回はここまでということで終わり。